Ladies, gentlemen, gamers, welcome back. Another reaction is being formed today. And this one is a special one. This one is one of the rare requests that I've gotten that I know nothing about. The requestor is my auntie. Say hello, auntie.
Hey guys, Auntie here. Subscribe to my channel. I do Minecraft POVs and I play Roblox
Shut
and
up.
I also have a Postopia account.
Shut up. Shut up. So, auntie, what are we watching today? Because my thing is blocking the title of the video, so they have no clue what this is right now. What are
We're
we watching? Because we don't see
well,
anything yet. What are we about to
the
see?
if a lot of fans of this channel will know, you know, we're big fans of the WWE,
Huge fans. Huge
especially
fans.
Chris.
Yes.
Chris likes Dominic Mysterio,
I don't like Dominic Mysterio.
and he
No.
loves him,
I like the guy with the apple.
but he likes Carlito.
Carlito. I love Carlito.
So
So for a long time, can you kind of give us the background lore of what's been happening with the WWE up until this point recently?
So right now, the WWE is going through a big change. It was sold to the company that owns UFC.
Oh,
Uh,
okay. Was that one of their competitors?
I guess you could say for the sports like entertainment side, sports side, but now they're all under the same roof.
So I have a question. It
Well,
was so did UFC own AEW?
no,
So before this, it was AEW versus UFC versus WWE.
in a way, yeah, but UFC is like its own. Like you can't really compare them because UFC is just like is UFC fighting and AEW and WWE is professional wrestling. It's
Okay.
essentially saying like NFL versus NBA.
Okay. I mean, they're both sports, but I get what you mean. But so UFC bought out WWE, and why did they buy them out? What was going on?
Uh, Vince for I mean
Vincent,
Vincent McMahon, the person who owns the WWE,
for a long
uh,
time,
for an extremely long time.
he
He
started.
I think I don't remember the lore exactly. I think his father had it, and then he took it from his father, and he made it what it is now, which
Okay.
is far different from what his father had it as.
So for all intents and purposes, it was Vince's WWE.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, not to go straight into the politics. Some say that Vince sold it because he wanted to gain back his power.
Which
Because
makes me question how didn't he have it, but we're not going to go into the
uh
politics too
yeah
much.
yeah.
So, is there anything else we need to know?
So Vince is a rich man,
Very rich,
very
I
rich,
would
and
assume.
not when they sold it to this company, which I think is TKO. I don't remember the exact company name, but when they
Okay.
sold it, he made a lot more money. So
As if he didn't have enough already.
yeah, yeah, he's a very very rich man.
Okay.
Well, let's watch. And ironically, in the Royal Rumble, as we're speaking, Carlito is coming out right now. But
That's an omen. That's a good omen here. Good
yeah,
omen here.
he's number 10, which is
So
what
I
you are, a
just
10 out of 10.
I,
Wait, I
oh,
think I think there's one thing you're forgetting.
what am I forgetting?
I think there's a bird here.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's not just me and my auntie here. We also have a special guest here as well. A special onlooker, James. So James is currently roosting. So but he's here. I swear. I swear he's here. I have pics. Anyway, so as people could tell from the title is "This Man Is Evil." So I'm already kind of scared on what I'm gonna hear because Vince, from what you told me, Auntie, is a very particular man where you can't poop in his jet.
Yeah.
Which already that's like you have a jet and there's a bathroom out. Why can't people poop on it? That's what it's there for. That's not right.
So then he doesn't like it, like
But listen, I don't think
I,
he's a man that
I
doesn't
so,
like
so,
getting what he doesn't
so
like.
some would say, would you be okay with a random person coming into your house and pooping?
Well, no, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't have random people on his jet.
Okay, okay,
No.
okay. How would you feel if the plumber came and pooped in your toilet?
I mean, he's working on it, so maybe he's a little bit allowed to do it. You know, he wants to relieve
I'm just
himself.
asking. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just asking.
Just saying, it kind of seems very like mean to not let a person relieve themselves on a device that's used to relieve themselves. Now, obviously, if they're rude about it, like if they shit on the walls or something, that's not right.
Yeah.
But you know, if and this is, I'm assuming it's between his employees and him. I'm pretty sure his employees are already scared of him in general. So even if they have to take a shit, they're not gonna like be disrespectful about it. Like people don't like taking shits at other people's things anyway. So either way, I've heard a lot of stuff about Vince. It seems like we're gonna learn a bit more. Let's see what's happening. As presented to us by Charlie, a great friend of mine. I know him very well. Very, very well from college. Very well.
All of you know I'm a huge wrestling enthusiast. I absolutely love it more than Garfield loves lasagna. So much so that we actually
Wow.
have our own wrestling league, the Moist Wrestling League, and we even dropped
Huh?
our most recent episode a few days ago. This isn't meant to be a plug for it or anything. This is actually a really serious topic.
Oh
The reason I
no.
mention that is because I'm just showcasing my
What did
passion for
Vince
this
do?
craft. And for the longest time now, many decades, there has been this stain in the wrestling industry
Vince?
with a boogeyman that sits atop the food chain.
Vince?
His name is Vince McMahon.
The
He is a
Wall.
cockroach that no amount of pest control can seem to get rid of. I'm confident
Wow.
even if you don't follow
He
wrestling
made
closely,
it.
you know Vince McMahon. He is
was a
extraordinarily
wrestler.
wealthy and he has infested tons of other things even outside of just the wrestling industry. And this man is downright evil.
Oh,
He has a
no.
laundry list of deplorable, disgusting, heinous acts that would make the devil
Are they
flinch.
confirmed though?
I've talked about him at length quite a bit on streams and even in a couple of videos in the past.
Wait. Vishal,
Hi.
you said on streams.
On streams.
I stream too.
Wait, where do you stream?
Twitch TV/Tecnics channel.
If anyone's a fan of
Whoa.
if anyone's a fan of Tectics, I think in AKA your channel, I think they should go right on there and hit the follow and subscribe.
I think so too.
So I'm not going to be focusing on his sins from the past here. I highly encourage
new
all of you to
ones?
just
He's
Google
still
his
doing
name.
shit?
It's not hard to find any of this information.
I'm
It's all just
scared.
right there out.
Okay, already I'm thinking it's one of two things. Either he's doing some like illegal money laundering shit to try and like get his company back or something, which doesn't really make any sense because he has money. Or number two, it's some sexual stuff. I'm pretty sure it's something sexual. Like he abused the WWE wrestlers, like the women. I can't imagine it being the men. If it's the men, I'll be shocked.
In the open, right there at your fingertips. It is horrible stuff. I'm not talking about just like some drama where he was mean behind the scenes, which of course he was. I'm talking
He's
about
an asshole.
covering up crimes, sexual misconduct. The list goes
Okay,
on and
there it
on
is.
and on,
Sexual.
seemingly no end. And that's just what
I'm
we know. There's probably
scared.
still tons and tons of skeletons in that fucking closet. But anyway, the reason I'm talking about Vince McMahon again today is he is now at the center of another massive lawsuit here
He touched
that has
someone's
actually
butt.
forced his hand and had him resign from his
Sex
position
trafficking?
at the WWE/UFC. They recently
Look at his
released a
smile there
multi-billion-dollar
too.
deal.
Like what a
Yeah,
very
you know why he's smiling? Because he was successful.
oh
He,
no.
he sex trafficked a lot, probably.
And Vince McMahon, in light of all of this, has stepped down. The information comes from someone named Janelle Grant, who worked at the WWE's headquarters and is accusing the company's founder, Vince McMahon, of sexual assault, sex trafficking, and physical abuse in the lawsuit that was
Wow.
filed on
Not too
Thursday.
surprising,
According to
but-
the lawsuit, Grant alleged that McMahon promised a job and later promotions at WWE in exchange for sex. And the lawsuit also includes
Wow.
allegations that McMahon trafficked her to other men inside and outside of the company.
What
and there
the
is
hell?
a couple of names that get dropped that are some very big,
Oh,
alarming names,
no.
obviously.
Oh no! I hope it's not like the wrestlers. I hope it's like not John Cena or something.
Now, even if you're not part of the wrestling community, I bet you've heard some buzz about this lawsuit because some text messages allegedly leaked from
I'm
it,
scared.
as well as some of the claims in the lawsuit
Oh no!
are extraordinarily disturbing. Like, it is some
Disturbing.
depraved shit. And I mean shit, literally. One
Oh,
of the big parts of this
nah.
lawsuit that was popping off on Twitter, like general Twitter,
You,
was
you,
this
you talk about the plane, right?
Oh no, Michelle. Remember in old school WWE, they had shit like thrown on people, and they
Oh
like to do a
no.
lot of things with Rikishi.
No. Tell me, like,
Does he
what?
have a shit fetish? No.
Let's watch, because I don't think you're gonna
Yeah,
like where
Miss
this
Grant
is
is
gonna
talking
go.
about a threesome that McMahon put her in. And she says, early in the encounter, McMahon immediately directed Miss Grant to lay down on her back in a supplicating position. While straddling over her, McMahon defecated on Miss Grant's head.
Oh,
McMahon left the shower off,
nah.
but he instructed Miss Grant to remain in place with excrement in her hair and to continue performing for his
Ew.
friend. While Miss Grant requested protection,
Ew.
none was offered. McMahon and physical
She asked for protection. From what? From the dick or from the shit?
But by the way,
Yeah. What?
like, I did warn James ahead of time,
This is
so yeah.
nasty.
I hope he read my text.
So what is this though? Because like, if you're the friend, you're as sick as him because he went to go clean himself because he's probably disgusted. The friend was getting sucked off by someone with poop on them. That smells.
Guys, this is Vincent
That smell.
Kennedy McMahon.
Who was the person who did this with him?
therapist
They like poop. Like the girl probably smelled terrible. Because that's Vince's shit.
actively continued with the threesome and directed Miss Grant's sexual performance for around an hour and a half while she was left covered in feces. Absolutely sickening and sadly not surprising behavior from Vince McMahon. I believe this is only the tip of the iceberg. I think this is the first domino to fall, and there's going to be a lot more information that comes out about some of the degeneracy, some of the crimes and awful shit that was going on behind the scenes under Vince McMahon here. Now, I saw quite a few people caught off guard by this, surprised to learn that Vince McMahon is a bad guy. They were wondering how this stayed buried or how any of the sexual misconduct allegations didn't surface sooner. Like, how was it all kept a secret? I had to do a bit of a double take when I saw that. I got fucking stun-locked for a second. Now, of course, it's no one's fault. I don't blame anyone for not knowing about Vince McMahon's past. Like, if you're not an active wrestling fan, there's a really good chance you just didn't know any of this about him. But the only secret here is that there was no secret. Everyone knew about Vince McMahon's sexual degeneracy. Vince McMahon's sexual degeneracy is about as much of a secret as smoking cigarettes being bad for your health.
Auntie, did you know about this?
I always told you. I always thought Vince was a sick man.
He is.
This fucking ghoul paid nearly $15 million in hush money to quiet 4 women who were bringing up claims of sexual misconduct against him that had occurred over a period of 16 years. And that's actually why he previously stepped down.
He probably went to him and be like, please don't tell people I shit on you.
Now, of course, he stepped back up into a prominent position with the company after the merger with the UFC, and now he is stepping down again, once again, from sexual misconduct claims. So it's just never really been a secret that this decaying corpse, this fucking revolting gremlin of a man, is a horrifying piece of shit. It's just more people are opening their eyes to Vince McMahon being this fiend. Thanks to Janelle Grant's lawsuit really making waves and highlighting a lot of previously unknown things like the sex trafficking and some of the other names that were included here to show how deep this rabbit hole goes and how awful all of it was. Now, sexual misconduct is something Vince McMahon calls home, so this isn't his first rodeo, and he tried to cover his own ass. Not literally, because he shit on someone's head, but legally tried to cover himself by trying to pressure Grant into signing a non-disclosure agreement in exchange for payments over several years totaling $3 million after their relationship and employment in...
You know what's crazy?
What?
A lot more people would gladly be shit on for $3 million, and they do it for a lot less, normally.
So he was trying to silence her, to make sure she wouldn't, blow the lid off of this. Now, I'm no lawyer, I'm no expert, but I don't think a non-disclosure agreement protects you in the case of crimes.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think if you're sex trafficking someone, you can have all of your victims sign an NDA, and then they can't speak about it, you're safe. And if they do speak about it, they're the ones in trouble. I just can't imagine a world where if Grant signs that non-disclosure agreement and then goes forward with bringing this information to light, that she would face punishment for it. Like, I can't even picture that kind of lunacy. Like, listen, ma'am, we're really sorry about that sex trafficking thing. That's bad stuff. But you violated your NDA. And breaking an NDA is so much worse. You're going to prison. You're going to the slammer for that. You don't violate the contract. It's sacred. It's binding. Like, I just don't think an NDA protects you in the case of
I also sent you something after this, too.
Again, I'm not an expert, though. The only NDAs I've ever signed were to play a video game early. Not poop on someone's skull, among other horrible acts, allegedly. It's fucking scary stuff what was going on behind the
else
scenes
did
at the
he
WWE with
do?
Vince McMahon. The parent company has issued a bit of a statement here. The parent company is TKO Group Holdings, and they said that McMahon doesn't control TKO or oversee day-to-day operations at the WWE, and that while this matter predates our TKO executive team's tenure at the company, we take Ms. Grant's horrific allegations very seriously and are addressing this matter
Horrific.
internally.
Fucking
And a spokesperson
scarring.
for Vince McMahon also made a statement and
You
said
know
that the
what's so
lawsuit was
nasty? Just knowing it's Vince. Like this guy's an old like turkey guy. Like he's old, he's not good looking, and just having him above you shitting on you, like what the fuck?
replete with lies, obscene made up instances that never occurred, and a vindictive distortion of the truth. He will vigorously defend himself.
Wow.
I wish he would vigorously try and dive into a wrestling ring and tear both of his quads again. This is an evil man, and he has been evil
Wow.
for the entire time he has been with the company.
Damn.
And more
that's a long
people are
time.
starting to see this now. He is a fucking stain in the industry. I know there is still a lot of Vince McMahon fans because they separate art from
Adrian.
the artist. He plays a character in the WWE, the commissioner, and he has been kind of
Commissioner.
iconic in the scene. I get that. Like, there is a lot
the
of great
Vince walk.
WWE moments that, unfortunately, Vince McMahon is there for and was a big part of. Like, he played the role well. But as a person, he is
He's terrible.
and a
Wow.
horrible person to have at the position of power that he does in the industry. He shouldn't be in
It's
the
a
industry. He
scary
shouldn't even
thing.
be outside of a fucking jail cell for the things he's done.
He should get
Like,
shit on.
I can't separate art from the artist when it comes to something like this. I just can't do it. I know there are people that are, and I'm not like mad at you for it or anything, but I can't. He is just absolute trash, scum, the lowest of the low. And I will, of course, be keeping my eyes on this lawsuit as everything continues to develop here.
Oh wow.
I just wanted to give you like the very bare bones of it, like the basics. There is
Damn.
so much to it. I urge anyone out there that's curious to take a look, but just fair warning, it is
It's nasty.
disturbing.
Wow.
It's very not pleasant to read.
All right. Well, let's see what you sent me, Vishal. Let's see what we're gonna read.
Oh no. Because look at him.
Oh God.
I accept Marca.
Okay. Marca.com here.
Keep scrolling down.
Vince McMahon's crude and explicit text revealed in sex trafficking lawsuit. How far do you want me to go down?
Keep going. You're gonna know what no. This is this no. Oh, look at his face. Oh, right there.
That's
what
scary. He looks like a demon.
open this up.
This one?
There you go. Open it up. Click it.
Okay.
Scroll down.
Okay.
What's right there?
Texts.
Yeah. Apparently these are his text messages.
I see a lot of emojis.
The question is.
I know it's a little small, so unfortunately, I guess I'll have to read these out loud. Following the threesome on May 11th, 2020. So already they were being naughty, Michelle, because that was COVID. They were not social distancing. They were shitting on each other. McMahon sent an explicit message to Miss Grant that further detailed his fantasies of seeing her engaged in sexual relations. Okay, so do we have a picture of this lady? Do we know what she looks like?
No.
Okay. So
Pretty sad.
So this is, I'm assuming, McMahon writing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I love it. That's you, Janelle. You just can't get enough, can you? I hope he's not talking about shit. In the future, it's going to be so bad that you'll demand to be fucked twice a day, and not just with, I don't even know who that is, in a three-way. Why not let others see the beautiful, voluptuous body and watch you shake uncontrollably when you come? They'll go out of their minds. He sounds like he's a fucking porn like producer at this point. Like he's like imagining like some sick porno. Then I'll find more friends and we'll tie you up so you're helpless. I'll direct them to have their way any way they want. Who can make you scream the loudest? Maybe I'll just line them up and have them squirt in your mouth. Your pussy all over your, I don't even know what that says. face and ass, maybe, I don't know, all the same time. What the hell? You'll be covered in cum and will make you eat it all and taste everybody's cum. The next morning you'll be a little sore, but you're still going to want. Okay, what the fuck?
Because this is Vincent. Oh,
There's
oh,
more.
oh no.
McMahon became more sadistic, which was already not apparently not bad enough, and his fantasies focused on controlling, such as choking, sensory deprivation, pain, humiliation, and group scenarios. What the fuck? You need your panties ripped off and three big black dicks in all three holes at the same time. Way up your pussy, way up your ass as far as they will go, but even farther. Very creative he is. And the thickest cock goes down. I don't want to read this.
Let's skip it. Let's skip it.
Okay,
Because
let me
let's
just
skip.
skim over it. Just one
Yeah.
continuous constant
To be honest,
orgasm.
I want to preface this. If you want to stop reading it, you can stop. This was just a highlight. Like, there's more.
Okay,
I don't even think
this
you
is
could read
pretty.
that.
I could actually read it, but oh my god. Okay, what else is there that I have to see?
Oh, there's a part 2. Look. Oh,
Where's the part two?
right
This?
there. Yeah.
Okay. McMahon continued to advertise a sexual encounter with Smith's granted WWE superstar during the formal negotiation of a new booking contract. Here's what Blank said after I told him part of the deal was fucking you. Lol, that's your turf. Yeah, because they know she's fucking like, she's been violated. They don't want to do anything. She will be ruined after me and leave your something. Please, after me, your tool won't fit anymore. Wow, they are really stroking McMahon's dick. Okay. McMahon sent Miss Grant to establish a schedule for when other men, including physical therapist and Laurinat, this.
We can stop here because
Okay.
I don't think it's good for us to read this,
Okay. All right.
right? But like
Wow.
what I want to emphasize there, they mentioned John Laurinaitis.
Yeah.
He's been working with Vince for a long time, and he even made appearances. He talks like people power.
What's this guy's name?
John Laurinaitis.
John Laurinaitis. Oh my god. Oh my god, look at him. Okay. Look, he's giving you a fist bump, Michelle, after what he just did. Wow. Is that young Vince? Holy shit. Why do you have a fucking weirdo stash? Wow, so is that everything?
Yeah, this is the guy. While he's a billionaire, this is what potentially he was doing.
Yeah, potentially. We don't know confirmed, but my goodness. My goodness. Why did you want to show me this?
I think, for a long time, we've been watching a lot of Vince stuff,
Not
right?
particularly Vince, but he's been in there.
Yeah, he's been in them. He's a big thing. We've been watching stuff that he's made.
Yes.
And, I just want to get your opinion, right?
Okay, well,
will it be, he's an evil man, right?
yeah.
Clearly, right?
Very
So,
evidently, yes.
I've read some stuff that people just want to stop watching WWE now.
See, this is what doesn't make any sense.
But by the way, there is a picture of her, but I don't think it's good to show that on stream.
Yeah, I think we'll try and keep her identity hidden.
I think it's inappropriate.
Yeah, the millions
considering
of people watching this, I don't want them to go and harass her or make fun of her or anything.
Yeah, so. But I don't want to bring highlight, to it. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
But yeah. So.
But yeah, I don't understand why people are going to Oh wow. Wow. What? I feel very bad for her. Damn. That is tragic. Wow. I feel very, very bad for her.
So I think at the end of the day, it really shows you that, Vince, a lot of people like the stuff that he's made. But we don't know what's going on behind closed doors with people with a lot of money who could do anything they want.
Yep, I think unless you have a very specific upbringing or a very uphill battle getting to where you are, And even then, that might fuck you up even more. Most of the time, people at that level are guaranteed fucked up. Look at the Epstein situation. This is where, though, I don't understand why people are boycotting WWE, especially when they have nothing to do with him anymore. I mean, they kind of don't know where to show their frustration, so it kind of makes sense because you can't go after McMahon directly. You know, the government's going to try and do that. We'll see if they succeed with the amount of money he has. But essentially, it's like even McMahon doing it, yeah, it was while he was in the WWE. Yeah, the WWE let him do that with the power it gave him. But it's like it's really separate from him now, and it just doesn't make sense. And especially when Vince McMahon basically did this like away from. I mean, he tried to involve them, but they had some sense not to get involved in this. And obviously, they have to say it in a certain way because you're not gonna go to your boss who's already unhinged and crazy and be like, "No, what the fuck's wrong with you? I'm not gonna fuck the chick you're exploiting." You're obviously not gonna say that. You're gonna try and like schmooze him over because he's a guy who needs his fucking dick sucked. But this is crazy, man. It's so sad. Now, can I separate the artist from the art, right? Or can I separate the art from the artist? I like what he did in WWE. I think people to a certain level like certain sicknesses. That's why Vince did really good for some eras because he did a lot of sick, fucked up shit. Nothing to this level, of course, but to a certain way, people do like messed up stuff within reason. But this is where, for him to even do that, you kind of have to question what's going on in his mind. I don't necessarily regret what he did in the WWE, not relating to this controversy, but just in general. I think he was a great showman. I think what he did again was messed up to people, especially now knowing the context, it's even more sick. But at the end of the day, people liked it back then. Even with this context, it's kind of separate, but I still liked what he did. It's just now it's just gonna be like this guy's just a terrible person. He's a great actor, but a terrible person. But I don't believe WWE should be like hurt for this. Even though again, the anger has nowhere else to go. So it's just a sad situation, man. Vince is sick. This guy is sick in the head. But anyway,
Yeah.
that's pretty
Uh,
much my opinions on the stuff.
It's very, very sad times to hear
Yeah.
this.
How do you feel about all this, Vishal, before we
It
shove off?
it's sad, but though as Charlie said, it's not surprising if it's true. I mean, like I don't know. I'm not saying that. I don't really know anything because I just saw this on Twitter. I was like, wow. So I don't know the full context of things.
Were you shocked by it? No, right?
Not shocked, but I was a bit more shocked, like that he was this bad. Like I knew
Uh-huh.
he was bad, but
He
it seems
made her
like
stay with it on for an hour and a half
yeah,
while doing sexual acts to other people. He basically made a whore. He made a literal whore, which is so tragic for this girl.
it's sad.
That's terrible. And the sad part is, right? And this is gonna go off into a tangent, so I'm just gonna cut it quick, but it's so sad how like Vince is doing this. Vince is a very public figure. How many more people who are well off in certain positions are doing this and we'll just never know? Because
Sad.
for everyone you catch, there's probably 10 more you're not going to see, and it's very sad.
Yep.
But anyway, that's gonna be about it for me. Any last thoughts, Auntie?
No, just I think this is a time where people should separate the person from what was it again? The art or the work?
Yeah, the artist is separate from
But
the art.
at this point though, like it is a little depressing to know like this is what was going on behind the
At
scenes.
least it's over. Even though it was only 4 years ago, at least it's fucking over. Jesus.
Yeah, but it's only 4 years ago that we know of. Imagine
Yeah,
how much
that's
more,
true.
It's pretty
That's true.
sad.
Well,
But
either way, that's gonna be it. Hope everyone enjoyed. Twitch TV /Tecnics channel.